Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. And today we're here to talk about a brand new addition to Eve Audio's lineup of studio monitors. This is the SC2070. Not to confuse with the 207, which is very close, but close just in name, because the monitor is completely different. As you know, I'm a big Eve Audio fan, so when they announced their new addition to their top-end line monitors, like their flagship monitors, I was very excited. So we have the 4070, the 3070, which you know I have and I love, and now the 2070. This is, of course, a two-way speaker, but it has some very interesting news. First off, we have the usual 6.5-inch woofer. Nothing new here, let's say, it's the same as the 3070, but now we have this massive tweeter. So what's the difference between having this big tweeter instead of just the regular ones from Eve? Is that by having a larger area, you can actually make it play more frequencies than before. So by doing this, they were able to set the crossover point at just 1800 Hz. And what does this mean? It means that under 1800 Hz, the woofer takes care of everything until 38 Hz, which I think it's actually lower, but the official figures are 38. And then from 1800 to 25K, the tweeter deals with everything. And let me tell you why this is amazing, at least for me. I am a huge fan of air motion transformer tweeters or ribbon tweeters, whatever you want to call them. And the Eve Audio implementation regarding tweeters is, in my view, the best on the market, because they have a very special balance between harshness and musicality. So they are very musical, but they are not harsh, so you don't get any ear fatigue from them. But you still have an insane amount of detail. So what I notice here the most is that the detail retrieval on the high end is still here from every other Eve monitor, but the mid-range is so good. So as you know, I'm used to the 3070, which is a three-way monitor, but I can safely say that the mid-range on these speakers is so good that it almost feels like a three-way monitor. If you are a fan of these kind of tweeters like I am, you know that they present music in a very different way from regular tweeters. So I believe that they feel and they sound a lot more natural than the regular ones, probably because the way they are designed, the airflow is way faster on these tweeters than on regular ones. And I just feel like every single instrument and detail has its own place in the spectrum, and you can hear them almost individually in the space. So that has always been a staple for this kind of tweeters, and especially for Eve. But now we have those qualities brought down to the mid-range as well, which is amazing in my view. These monitors sound so nice overall. It's just not aggressive in any way, but it presents everything like so clearly. It's just insane. So first, before getting more detailed into this, let me just reiterate this again. I am not being paid by Eve or any other brand in this channel. All opinions are my own. I only got these speakers as a loan, so I could test them for like a month and a half before sending them back, sadly. So let's put that out of the way, and let me tell you the truth, like the honest truth right away. These are the most honest and flattest speakers I have ever heard. I've been in the industry for over 15 years. I've tested dozens of two-way monitors mostly, even high-end ones. In my view, they don't really compete with these ones right now, especially at this price point. Now I know what you're gonna say. For a price of one of these, you can get two 207s. Yes, but they just don't sound the same. Trust me, I had the 207s. I'm not saying they're bad by any means. They're amazing as well. But these are just on a completely different level. So, first off, the low end goes really low. This is just a 6.5-inch woofer, and it's a two-way monitor, but by having the crossover lower, it can reproduce more low end, and the low end is really tight and really detailed, as every other Eve audio monitor out there, as you already know. Now, the combination of having this low end together with this amazing mid-range and high-end is just a beautiful experience, because the speakers are incredibly inspiring, but they are very critical for mixing decisions. I've managed to mix and master very important projects this last month with these speakers, and I just got to the end result so fast, like really fast. I didn't need to double check anything anywhere. I do believe they are like the ultimate monitoring setup right now. And look, I'm sorry for like sugarcoating this review too much. It might feel that way, but I'm just being really honest with you. I am just so impressed with these monitors right now that I can't recommend them enough. I just love how this tweeter integration is made. It's amazing to the point I'm considering buying a pair of these to have together with the 3070s, because the sound it's different. It's not better or worse, it's different. It's a different approach to things, and I believe for critical mix decisions, these ones are just the way to go, to be honest. Another good thing, this is the second Eve speaker. The 3070 was the first that doesn't need, for me, any room correction whatsoever. I didn't even measure these speakers because they sound so good to my ears, and I'm getting such good results that I just didn't care about measuring them, to be honest. Now, of course, that depends on your room, but of course you will have the smart knob if you want to just make some basic corrections on the highs, mids, lows, and the desk filter. Also, they are a very powerful speaker. So they are 250 watts each, so 150 on the woofer and 100 on the tweeter, and they go really loud. But the good thing is you get the exact same amount of detail if you listen to them on a very low level. So if you are on a room or an apartment like I have a studio in an apartment where I can't really push them too high, even if I'm just on a very conversational level, the details are all there. I really don't know how they make this magic happen, but yeah, this is one of those speakers that will just get a huge solid recommendation from me once again, because as you already know from this channel, I'm a huge Eve audio fan. I've already bought 5 monitors from them. I started on the 205s, then the 207s, 305s, 3070, and I bought a second pair of 3070s actually. And I'm actually considering getting these ones as well, because this is just, I think it's again a game changer, because they are just innovating in ways that actually matter. Because what matters mostly is the fidelity and the reproduction of the sound in the end. You can have like a million features and a screen in the back and an USB port and whatever, but if the sound doesn't sound like these ones, it's just a waste. I would rather have companies do what Eve is doing, which is focus on delivering actual sound quality. I don't really have much more to say on this, because I'll just keep it short. These are a very, very solid recommendation from me. I don't think I've ever recommended anything this fast, but just the way these speakers present music is, even just for listening to music, it's such a beautiful experience that I really don't want to turn them off ever, and I will have to send them back, sadly. I hope you liked this review. I know it seems like I'm just praising the speaker, but I really have no faults with this speaker whatsoever. I really have no words. Again, I'm not being sponsored, I'm not being endorsed by any company in this channel. If you're looking to buy a pair of high-end studio monitors, please give this a listen. Order them, listen to them. I think you will be very, very impressed. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll talk to you in the next one.